Hi there, welcome to my channel. I'd like to make a couple of predictions regarding Uranus in Taurus, because Uranus does enter the sign of Taurus next year. It enters Taurus November 16th, 2018. It stays there until November 7th, 2018, and then it bounces back into Aries, where it stays until March 7th, and then back into Taurus, where it stays until July 7th, 2025. And that's always the case almost with Uranus, that it goes into a new sign, then it goes back because of a retrograde phase, and then back again in that sign. But it doesn't matter, because the energy is starting to move into the sign of Taurus. And what is Uranus about? It is about novelty, it's about change, it's about eccentricity, it's about extremism, it's about electricity and technology and innovation, and it's about having brains, and it is about astrology and stars and star systems and astronomy, of course. And Uranus is also about fast moving vehicles, and it's also about sudden changes, explosions, bombs, blasts, hurricanes, tornadoes, and noises. And what does an astrologer do when it wants to predict the future? Well, an astrologer looks back into the past. When was it last time Uranus passed through Taurus? And it was actually, I looked it up, it was between 1934 and 1941. And it was right after Hitler became known, and right after Uranus enters Taurus, Hitler met up with Mussolini for the first time. And you must understand that Uranus in Aries is the first step, and then the next step is Uranus in Taurus. So Aries is about I am, because it rules the first house of personality and identity. And Taurus is about I own, I have, because it rules the second house of income and things that we value. So basically, Uranus in Aries can create very extreme and eccentric personalities that come to the forefront, as it was with the case of Hitler and Mussolini. And then when Uranus moves into Taurus in its fall, things can go pretty wrong. So there's no reason to lie to you, because this is what happened. And Uranus in Aries can create some good things, because there's freedom of identity. So during this transit, we had quite cool things happening regarding identities, transgender and gay rights, and so on. And then the eccentric Trump comes to power, and he says, no, transgender are not allowed to join the army anymore. And that's an expression already of what's coming next. So there is a great risk of extremism, because Uranus is not very smart in Taurus, because it's in its fall. So it can simply create leaders, let's say, or movements where people think that they are smart, but they are really pretty stupid, and they are playing smart, or they think that they are smart, because Hitler did win 35% of Germany's population, and he was just there as part of the leadership, but then he got power because he was lucky. Uranus changes things rapidly, so he got the power, and then he said there will be no election. It's done now. I am the leader of Germany, even though I'm not elected. I own, Taurus. It's mine. And he also considered the lives of certain people as his own, and that was an era, of course, of huge atrocities, when you had Stalin in in Russia, and Mussolini in Italy. And it was actually Mussolini that invented fascism, and Hitler's politics was fascist, and his inspiration came from Mussolini, that invented the whole political ideas about let's blame somebody else for our own problems, and then we feel superior and happier. And but Hitler took it to another extreme, of course, and right after Uranus entered the sign of Taurus in 1934, Hitler and Mussolini got the chance to meet face to face for the first time. And so it's quite interesting, quite significant, I believe. But Uranus in Taurus will also bring us like new economy, fast moving cars, electric cars, fast moving trains, some innovation regarding planes and aircraft in general. Maybe someone might want to travel in space, or colonize Mars, or whatever that might be. And probably the economy would go through ups and downs, but the good thing, the exciting things about this transit is that Uranus will trine Pluto, trine Saturn, and Saturn will be in Capricorn. And last time Saturn was in Capricorn, the Berlin Wall fell. So definitely some changes will occur, and hopefully not in a bad way. Maybe there will be a reestablishment of some things, but they will be kept in order, at least during the first 2 or 3 years, hopefully, of this Uranus transit. And I think that that's the exciting thing, is that the Pluto-Uranus square is over. It will come back for a little while between November 7th, 2018 and March 7th, 2019, but in general it's pretty much gone. So that's the exciting part of this transit, the best one. But at the same time, we have to be very careful, because people tend to fall for extremist ideas, because the more freedom there is, the more there is a reaction to it. Of course, we all have freedoms, but we also have to respect other people's freedom, because if you don't, there isn't any, really. So there is, I've seen a lot, ideas about ethnic cleansings are flourishing on Facebook. I've seen a lot of that, and also a lot of ideas about some type of getting rid of all people that are in New Age, in the New Age movement, that speak to angels and spirits and do astrology and card readings and so on. There are a lot of extremist things going on. If you have a leader that taps into this hate, or the need for people to hate certain groups of people, no matter who they are, they will they are usually able to gain popularity, and we believe that we have evolved a lot, but usually human rights abuses continue over time. They simply change form, and there is another way to persecute others. The slogans are different. The motives can change, but in reality it's the same process. So hopefully we will be wiser during this Uranus through Taurus transit, and we can expect some good things, we can expect some bad things, some extreme things as well. And at the same time, as there will be some innovation when it comes to technology and fast moving cars and vehicles and trains and planes and things like that, there is a risk of government wanting to put technology in us. There was some company in the United States that started to microchip their employees, and that's also something that is, there's a movement towards this Uranus in Taurus. I own, I own you, I chip you, I put a mark on you because you are mine, so that's a risk. And then there is, of course, the risk of persecution. There are risks of tornadoes and hurricanes that, that are a little bit more horrific than we are usually used to. Wars, bombs, and all kinds of things, but also military innovation that won't necessarily happen just for defense, and risk of accidents whenever there is new technology. Imagine very fast moving trains, of course there will be accidents, planes crashing and so on all of the sudden. But I am just happy that this Pluto-Uranus square is soon over, because it has in itself created a lot of problems in the world. And so let's see how Uranus in Taurus is going to treat us. But remember also that planets have a certain energy, but it is up to us to do the right thing and to make the right choice, because there is never a positive, there has never been a positive consequence of extremism. So let's see each other next time with a weekly reading, most likely. Thank you for watching.